I completely forgot that I didn't start the game. I'm gonna crash, am I? Hmm. Hello? Yay. This chair is still massively tortured. Oh. Halløj. Ja, fordi... hvad er status med næste weekend? Hvad det nu, det er, som sagde, Roskilde skulle til jer. Okay, altså, hvis du stoler på, at det kommer til at gå godt, så fair nok. Det er lige så meget, altså, hvad han 6-årig ser rende rundt, det vil være lidt et problem. Eller det vil være, gøre det lidt besværligt at have alle hænder i gang. Nu mere det, jeg tænker. Du bryder utrolig meget op. Okay, jeg fik ikke... Jeg fangede intet af, hvad det var, du sagde. Okay. Okay. Ja, nok. Hun kan godt være lidt for meget med, nu skal det ske efter hendes hoved. Ja, det... Ja. Ja, vi... Det må vi se. Ja. Okay. Så ses vi der. Ja. Ja, men... du kommer næste fredag, ikke? Okay. Fantastisk. Ja. Godt. Ikke så meget. Det er ingen planer. Bare flander. Jo, i hvert fald efter den første arbejdsuge. Ja. Jo. Ja. Jo tak, du må have en god arbejdsløs. Det gør vi. Hej. Sorry about that. Just again with the mentality of I think kids behave better when they aren't around their parents. Because I don't exactly remember my niece being the... She isn't a saint at home, and when I help my brother with housework, and I mean like restorative work, she is... No, uncle has come here only to play with me. No. I'm here entirely to help your dad actually fix your home. Fuck. Wrong place. Huh. Interesting. Oh well. This world, this character, that's how it goes. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this last time. Actually, I want to see Gelingis. Okay, it is just... Okay, so these are like once unlocked, always unlocked. Which one of them? Beacon of Hopes, Acting Supreme Commander, Conspiracy Theorist, Directive. I don't think Watchdog Journalist, Headstrong Nerd, Hot-Headed Vulcan Pilot, Undercover Agent, True Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the main game does actually just have like 4 missions after the tutorial. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I putting it. Come on. Oh, is it because it isn't unlocked in this? Oh wait, I'm pressing F. I need to press E. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but I'm doing this in tandem with the script for, I guess it's, most will see it as a video essay, even though I feel like that has been... Now have a weapon. What the fuck? Whatever. I feel like that has been sort of eroded from a lot of people doing very, very minimal effort pieces. Like, okay, I have a video essay on a really big topic and it's 15 minutes long, and maybe I'll mention one or two things, but I'll also misinterpret and misrepresent most of the things because I skipped the fucking intro. Rant. I'm not really gonna do that. If you're familiar with Pyrocynical, at least what he did after he stopped with, like, reaction stuff. I think it started with the Far Cry 3 video, and has since just become his thing where he's making more and more long-winded and elaborate stuff. That's what I'm going for. Like, if you work the same way as I do, where you have something in your ear at work, this should be, like, at least half a work day for an average person. And if I just realize I have fuck all to say. But so far, the script for that, I completely started it over, or more or less. It was like, Notepad only gives you characters, by the way, because why work on something high-end when you can just sit on a WordPad and be very unprofessional, being driven only by passion and simple spite, because now you have set something out in the world and you have to follow it up, you fucking failure. Why is that one of those that work? To be fair, I do like that some of them work and some of them don't work, because that means that potentially some have been cut off from the grid, and potentially there was an electrical failure. Wait. Okay, that would be an absolute awesome detail, but I guess it's fair that they haven't accounted for that. If the fucking lights would go out when you shut them, when you broke the fuse box. Okay, but I did start it over, or more or less. I removed 10,000 characters. Again, it only goes by characters. And the idea is that I write on the script following the story, so I can keep it concurrent, or I think that's how it goes, or what it means. I can keep myself I can keep up to date with with where I am in the game, while also keeping I follow where I am in the game, keeping whatever situation I've been in fresh, and I can also go back and watch the streams to see what happened. Specifically when other characters talk, because that's really fucking difficult to memorize. And believe it or not, Teresa, sorry, Teresa has been decently talkative. Fuck. Yes. Why is my aim ass? Okay, that ran out even though I pressed reload. Stop being so fucking sturdy. You think the reason why we don't hotwire
Grenade launcher platoon, engineer regiment. We need reinforcements from the main forces in the farmland immediately. Request status update, over. Westland command coming. This is Corporal Pontus platoon, engineer regiment. We need reinforcements from the main forces in the farmland immediately. Request status update.
that hits very rarely, but I hate that they shuffle. It's a pretty good tactic. Okay, fuck you.
This is Corporal Pontus Grenade launcher platoon, engineer regiment. We need reinforcements from the main forces in the farmlands immediately. Request status update, over. Westland command come in. This is Corporal Pontus Grenade launcher platoon, engineer Westland command request. What? Who is this? Alright, listen carefully. The situation is critical. Are you able to rendezvous at the command bunker Westland? It's a big military bunker on Södra Saltholmen. See if you can find a military map. We need to make contact with them. Over and out.
Hey, I guess I can go and crisscross here for now. Even though, I don't know. A map of the archipelago region highlighting an area that could be where the civilians were evacuated to. According to emergencies procedure you found on the computer, the civilian defense office. In the civilian defense office, the people of Salthamn and Ibenholm were gathered for further evacuation to Saltvatn sports field, west of the town. But where were they evacuated and why? Teresa has decided to stay in the bomb shelter for her own safety, but is determined to help you however she can over walkie-talkie. In the meantime, you look for answers about what happened in Östertön since November 10th, 1989. That's funny that you just get, this is where it happened. Was that a Friday? Just curious. Oh, so this happened on the day that the wall fell. Interesting. I like that. Soviet Union is gonna start to collapse and with fucking whatever. Sweden has robots. It's way cooler. Actually, it is. These stores be filled with empty boxes. Right. Fit on it. Okay. Well, we're moving him. I don't know why, but my first thoughts just went to the went to the picture of the man in the fucking grocery store, whatever, going like, "All right, I'm down there. What size tampons do you need?"
The evacuation is complete. Return to base. Over. Lieutenant, we will lock Westland down in 10. What is your status? Over. Under Hogge. God damn it.
We can only hope. Oh, so this is... Okay, this wasn't related to the main thing. Or, well, it is, but not specifically. What was the skills? Okay, we're close to getting a level up. Lead. We're close to getting a level up because we can go up here and grab a, we're not close to, but we can get a level up relatively soon. We can run up here and grab a, an SMG. Oh! What's up, bitch? I kind of need to figure out when to talk about rivals. A lot of it, with the scripting, is generally just going over where I expect to be and how I expect to show it. I'm personally calling it documentary because I'm documenting. It's gonna be biased in opinion, somewhat. I mean, it always will be. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible.
Really? Wait,
Oh.
I'll switch over to that frequency. This is Therese Knutsson. You have no idea how relieved we are to find another survivor. Over.
Corporal Pontus Kovac. I'm on my own, I'm afraid. The enemy has killed my entire platoon. I heard the same thing happen to several other companies in the archipelago. Over.
It's kind of weird reaching for this. Usually I have heavy firepower on here. I like that it just grew a picket in your ale. For the sake of it. That is kind of... Some of the weapons have mounting points for it. Some of them don't, and some just grow them, others they're grafted to it. But yeah, it is weird if you specifically stare at it. But when you aren't, it's not too bad. Yes, the pistol will be replaced with the SMG when I get... Or an SMG when I get one. Still any. You dare? Okay. Wait! Quit just shuffling and die like the beast you are! I thought yeah, the red light will actually fuck with you sometimes. Red light. Another spoiler. None. It is quite easy to overlook those, but they are still for the noting.
Sir, can you tell us what happened? Why hasn't the army fought off all these machines? Over.
We tried. Within 24 hours it was war. There were so many of them. I even heard reports of even bigger machines. It was brutal. Over.
Do you know who sent them? And have you seen all the people? Over.
Negative. No idea where they are from. I took part in the evacuation of all civilians to Vestland before the attack, but since then, Vestland went radio silent. Over.
Radio silent. Always be prepared, they said. Over and out.
One of the few corpses you can apparently steal from. Yeah, I'm also in the video, or in the script, there's several jokes to like, oh, breaking and entering. Wonderful. But just the fact that one of your first actions is grabbing a gun from a dead cop. That's something you see in, like, GTA. Funnily enough, this game has a higher proportion of dead cops because you don't find anyone who's alive. So proportionally, this is 100%. What is with... Did they remove something from the right door? So you're the wrong door now. I think putting a scope on revolvers is a trope, but generally when it's like... I mean, technically it shouldn't even be able to swing out given that it's supposed to be a single action. They have it where you eject the spent shell, or if you just need to unload it via the rod that this one doesn't have. And you then turn it, or turn the cylinder to get the next round ready, or two. You turn the cylinder, you cut back the hammer, then you turn the cylinder. After opening the ejection port, or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. I think there will be points where I'm gonna be harsh to the game. Or, well, I'm gonna come off as harsh. Oh boy. I wonder what that could be. I think the fact that he goes like, yeah, there were even I heard reports of even bigger machines. Oh boy. Also, I think the containers that are on the shores with them, at least that's what I'm reading out of the situation, the containers on the shores are from it being a water-based attack. Like they were given some sort of buoyancy and then it would just yeet it into the water. Made sure to have some form of buoyancy. Cinnamon rolls! Yeah, I could definitely feel the reload speed difference from playing as my main. Oh, we have another rifle scope. There are also things you just get used to having, where you forget that, yeah, if you just follow the story straight, you don't have a massive weapon diversity. But that is if you go with it, like, straight as an arrow. That is not if you gather what you can or explore. If you go the minimal route, you're also gonna get minimal trade-offs or rewards. I find that fair. I think I'm gonna run up here and just grab an axe for the sheer sake of it. Maybe. I'm also gonna... Wow. They really come at their own pace. Now I'm gonna be... No. I shall stand the G3 out of principle. It's also funny that we have the weakest scope and it still feels like a decent amount. I guess that is the beauty of just having something that helps you see better. Oh. I guess we didn't even need the... we didn't need lockpicking after all. Anything else we have for it? Nope. I don't know, every time, even though it's been ages, every time I see this, at least like this, or definitely like this, I just hear the Return to Castle Wolfenstein music. Bus stops. Yeah, those are the fancy bus stops. Sometimes it's just a sign. Keeps. Oh. I don't think we have any nuggets. Nope. Absolutely none.
Kid, I made it to Vestland's main entrance. Are you on your way here? Something's wrong. Vestland still isn't responding, and I am unable to get in. I'll investigate while you get here. Over and out.
Alright, 3 shots, not too bad. This poor thing is just getting beat up left and right. Okay. No need. Perish. I am continuously fumbling for the V. I said hiding them. Now we have 2. That's still wolf and a wolf. I should not use their government names. It's a hunter and a hunter. I'm pretty sure there is some tech that I have done before with these where you can heal slightly before you even hold it up and swap back before you pull it out completely. Actually, at one point, speed ran getting to the Minken bunker. Well, I did it very recently, simply because people have been saying that they had issues getting the scanning codes for it, and I just wanted to make sure that they didn't get soft locked or something. And I can't repeat it, so I think I'm good. Yep, it's in the other tree, so... Also that... lockpick. This is really good to get early as possible. Because this is just gonna be passive growth. And there's only so many missions. Well, you will get weekly missions, and I think base defense also counts as missions. So, but those are like a much minor source of, I think, base defense and base assaults both counts as missions, so it will still affect them. I'm not sure. I did get confirmation. Yeah, by the way, it's just sitting on top of the weapon. It isn't fastened to anything. It's just there. I find that funny because it's only when you directly look at it you notice it. How did I get over encumbered this fast? How did that miss? Oh, predict. Yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna go. I think I'm just gonna go for heal amount and heal amount and health, simply for the sake of getting the most out of my. Yeah, I guess it is kind of like a fox because it doesn't really do well against a close range 12 gauge shot. Yeah. I am gonna try to catch up each time. I don't know if I said it, but it was like just past 20,000 characters I got written, and roughly that equates to about 9 pages. I feel like she was kind of better at it, had a better approach to this than I did. Because he doesn't loot anything, so he ended up just having all he needed. Or being able to go out and pick out the barcodes instantly. I loot everything as I get it. How much? 7... Okay. Hey. My dude?
There you are. This is Vestlan. Obviously a highly secured facility.
I think that's
Grunts like me
C3.
don't have the required clearance.
Let's see.
However, those damn machines do. I've seen them. I had a look at one of the dead machines. I found this access card. It's damaged, but I think that's how they're able to get in. If you can find more, I think we can put together a complete access card and use it to get in. In the meantime, I'll keep trying to make contact with command. I'm still trying to establish contact with our forces inside. No luck so far. Have you got any access cards from those machines yet? We need those to get in.
I didn't even know that. You can just go up and bother him. Apparently he is also... I don't know where he's from, because there's apparently a cult of Pontus or something on the server. The Generation Zero server. Steel and wood. the main two ingredients in wood and steel. The fact that you hold around the mag well with this one just makes it so long. Long boy. Oh, no light. Sure, we'll put night vision on her. We'll put NVGs in these. A night NV. Now there will be NVGs. Right. Sorry about that. Red dot. We'll put that on crisscross again. I don't really use sights with crossing. It's just... Also, it's likely because it's mainly buckshot I have, so it's kind of redundant. You can't jump over that because that would be too easy. I think the reason why the G3 is so good here is because it actually kind of taps into the DMR thing. I fumbled for one step over. You don't need to explain motorbikes to me. I already know them. We can get that up here, and then again, I'm not interested in keeping it. I'll decide for myself when it's something I want to keep. Honestly, that makes very, very little of this. Yeah, definitely. Okay, those we don't need anymore. That can also go. These are unimportant. We're not great on 9mm SMG. I don't really need this because I'm not dealing with a lot. Yeah, and I have a significantly lower carry capacity. Yeah, he had found number 1, so we have 2 and 3. We needed 2 and 3 to take care of because you usually need 3. Hey!
It worked. Okay. Our first objective is to turn the power back on. We need to find the generator room. Let's split up to cover more ground. And stay out of trouble.
Let me know what you find in there, if you find anything. And watch your back, okay? I need you. Over and out.
Yeah, she's definitely going through something. Again, I think I mentioned it in the script, but imagine you just became an adult, technically, and then all hell breaks loose. You would You try to put off becoming an adult a bit further, I think. Fuck, I know I would. Yeah, like the grade can be seen overall on the weapon. That also makes it even funnier if I go in here and put on BIP. Because it's still a rusty scope sitting on the pretty much pristine looking battle rifle. When I get them in high quality, I'll definitely swap.
This is Corporal Pavel Svoboda, Minkin Command. The enemy is approaching and about to engage us. We require urgent reinforcements. Repeat, urgent reinforcements. Respond, over. We have a visual. 4, 5 machines approaching. We won't be able to hold Saltumstugan much longer. Respond, over. Platoon, get ready!
That's... I know it's likely one of the earliest things they made, but that sounds a bit like someone who isn't allowed to make too much noise at night. Just kinda whispering. There again.
Kid! Engaging several hostile machines over here. They are everywhere. Enemy neutralized.
Oh yeah, pest control. Yeah, as soon as they become military grade, the Phoenix grade is the one that blows itself up. Yes, expect me to say that still in the... I'm kind of faltering and calling it a documentary, but it is... That's at least getting the proper scale of what I'm expecting. Not just the essay watered down to be 20 minutes on something I still don't know, but maybe that is actually really accurate. An essay is something that you're not really into, you don't really care about it, but someone apparently forced you to do it, so you have to do so you do the bare minimum of fucking handing it in. I'm quite bitter about them. Maybe it should be a video thesis. This isn't an essay, this is a thesis. As soon as we get to military grade, it's much more efficient to use submachine guns against them. Because the shotgun will just plank off it will destroy the armor, but they technically have that as a, in air quotes, second life. It'll destroy the armor, but it's just destroying the armor and it won't stop them, so you need 2 blasts rather than the first
So far,
one.
no trace of any living person, military or civilian. I don't like this at all.
And we're not gonna find any military personnel other than you and Tatiana.
I've located the command center. Going in. It's completely empty too.
Maybe it was.
I repeat, the whole bunker is empty. Do you copy? Over?
Copy that. It's just us who are left. For all
Maybe
we
it
know,
was a glitch
everyone
back
else
in
is
the-
really gone. Over and out.
I mean, it takes a bit more with this than just a single round. Power to the people.
Hey, the power's back. Good work. Get back up here and join me in the command center. Over.
It sounds just like... Oh, fuck. Oh, great. He's running through all... Yeah, this is shit, fuck, piss. Oh, the power's back on, great. I had a bastard of a day today at work. I think I worked on the same thing the entire day because it just kept fucking up until I almost went scorched earth and... I have no idea how he learns to... I have no idea how your character learns to swing a bat that fast. I really hate people who just casually pack away guns. And just... never mind, we don't need it reloaded. Then ages later they will swap back to them casually. Like, yeah. And then swap away from them without reloading. And that was just me being autistic. Well, not really, I'm just heeding the words of the... What is it called? The hazard course. It's better to reload than... It's better to reload than run out of ammo at a critical moment.
Ah, there you are. Come and take a look at this warboard.
Greetings, Pilatus.
Vestland Command is MIA. All we have is their warboard. This is what the Swedish army uses to plan our military operations and monitor the current situation. This war isn't over. You and me, we're going to pick up where the army left off. We'll find the recent hotspots and go there to push back the enemy.
Sounds good. We'll keep exploring, and hopefully we'll find some answers somewhere. Find our loved ones, and understand what those machines are. That's our only option anyway, right?
I'm just yoinking your gun, even though it looked like it was...
I really want to help, however I can, but I'd rather not go out there again, to be honest.
Yes, I agree it's safer for you to stay put, Therese. I'm also staying here in order to hold Vestland. We need a plan B in case we need to fall back or if we ever get contacted by Allied forces.
I think he gets left behind, if I'm not wrong, because I don't remember seeing him in the final cutscene. Which would be really sad. But what happened to Pontus? He did. Let's see what we can work with. Calling for help. I think we're just gonna go for them. Closest and then branch out. Really think I should find something better than running around in a raincoat. Oh, a handgun's compensator I found a few times over and a silencer. Grand.
Lieutenant Dilemma, this is Vestland again. I have to use the phone since radio communication is down. Likely sabotaged by hostile agents in preparation for the main assault. The phone lines could be the next target, so I need to know the status of the tower at Saltholmen Naval Base. Can you confirm that the tower...
The Saltholmen base. That's west from here. Sounds like it has some kind of radio mast, and that it was sabotaged when this whole thing started.
Yeah, it must have been part of the enemy strategy. All our radio comms went down on day 2, and the phones, they were next. Afterwards, it was total radio silence.
Then, if we can get rid of the cost for the interference, maybe we can use the long-range radios and call for help.
And there's an Ellis Dusade, or Moose Bouncer as I like to call them upstairs, but yeah, I know where it is, but I'm not in a hurry to find it, because at this point, the hunting rifle, this pretty much just says that I can at max eliminate 5 runners, and the other one is 4 runners. Maybe it will provide a benefit versus hunters, but shotgun. That's gonna be how you deal with hunters.
They got reports of the machines building something in the farmlands. I don't like the sound of that.
Building something? That sounds like the machines are really taking over. Even more than they already have, I mean.
Kid, could you check this out? It seems like the soldiers that were sent from Westland to investigate this never reported back. Maybe you can pick up the trail at the church where they were supposed to meet the other soldiers. Let's hope they manage to find out more.
I think we're gonna go for... Oh, we're gonna need to go back and see first contact.
I was thinking about what the machines are building. Do you think it's some kind of weapon or something?
Could be a weapon. Could be a secure base for them. Who knows? We don't even know who's controlling them, let alone their motives.
Maybe this building business will show us what they're planning, though, when we find out what it is.
True enough. We will get to know our enemy better. That's always good.
I see movement over there. It is up behind the clouds up there. Let's have a look through the binoculars. I am really not used to using that. Not the most graceful. You can at times rate, and I don't know what actually bases how they turn. maybe you can manipulate it so they turn the right way, because that way it blocked it with the sword arm. The psalm, if you will. You likely won't, but maybe. I do like that sometimes it just gives you the option of hiding behind a car. It's just the option of, yeah, hide behind this thing. If you hide too much behind it, it's gonna blow up, but you can hide behind it.
Bertil Ludwig to Vestland. We've established position at Iboholmen Castle, but the civilian Anita Sjögren is nowhere to be found. No visual contact of what she described, but Sigint did pick up something. Contact! 3 o'clock! I repeat, we have...
Wait, did he say Anita Sjögren? That's her! That's my friend! Iboholmen Castle, that's close to where you are now. Could you please go check it out?
Sorry, Therese, but that comms guy we heard confirmed your friend wasn't there anymore. However, that squad may have been the first one to sight machines.
I know, you're right. Okay, so maybe the castle ruins are where it all started. It's worth looking into.
You can't kill anything silently in this game. Which is also really nice. But honestly, the explosions are better than most headshots in games.
You're almost at Iboholmen Castle. Our top priority is to retrieve the intel our dispatch squad picked up on the enemy.
Hopefully, this will give us a clue about where these things came from, or who made them. It would be better than nothing.
This is a wall. This isn't a beach, this is a bathtub. I love the Gura version of it the most. Just, oh, right, just... Oh, it's even on the map. People must walk here a lot. That's usually how paths exist. Ah, fuck the path. The road. The road fuckers. I see it. I see it. Does it see me? There's only one way to find out. Oh. Well, that's a bitch move. This is actually the thing that changes the most when you run, is the melee. I think I've mentioned it before, but this one, just running with it down there, if you try to kind of angle it with your arms, that is really uncomfortable. Fucking sequels. I think I got it. Definitely have the ammo to do shit like that. Well, not the submachine gun ammo, but 7.62 buckshot and revolver ammo. I guess it just means that I use the pistol, or not pistol, rifle and SMG a lot. I do use the shotgun a lot, but that also just has a thing of getting infinite ammo for some reason. Hey, you jackasses want a rematch? Pew. Oh, never mind. Pew. I pressed R rather than up. How did you see me? No, you're not getting around that. How the fuck did you spot me? Double play. If you'd been a bit closer, it would have been triple. Ow. That's rude. Fuck off. How are you? Be gone, Skyrim horse. Okay, forget it. How does that not destroy them? I feel like I'm hitting... Would you die when I hit the fucking... Right. Why isn't that a one-shot kill? I killed that many runners. Come on, you kept... Oh, hello.
Good work. That must have been the thing that wiped out the squad. My platoon fought one of those too.
Just one. I mean, I guess you were using grenade launchers. And you can't make a squad solely out of grenadiers. This is not how it works. You need to have them supported. That's also the issue with seeing, oh, it's a tank that's really strong. Yep. But if it's unsupported, it's kind of pointless. Oh. No, there wasn't anything in there, so they can't have dropped off Mr. Bean. But if it takes one person, it takes one soldier with an anti-tank weapon and a good shot to neutralize a tank. It can also be done with explosive charges, that is likely been set out ahead of time. Or, well, they have to be set out ahead of time unless you're gonna sneak around it. Or just with how slow they are, if you can't get a read on them, artillery fire will also bring them down. But in a vacuum, everything has a counter. If it's head-to-head, then you're likely looking at a threat that is akin to tanks. Did I find the Skyrim horse? I swear there was one of them who was just borderline sideways. I feel bit off given that these don't kill in one shot. That's. Oh, this does. Fucking better. Oh, right, I forgot to reload my shotgun. No! Bad dog. I confiscate your gun. And your face. And... Ooh, Teddy. Yeah, let us reload in celebration. Wait. Wait, it didn't pump it. I didn't pump it up. You know, we got to pump it up. And don't you know, pump it up.
Their vehicle is empty. Then we have to investigate the ruins. Be careful.
I think I just shut up the ruins entirely. Another reference to her being in a wheelchair. It's just said as the diagnosis, but a diagnosis can be so many things. Oh, and he got an upgrade. I'm also trying to avoid these in my script because I can't expect anything from them. I mean, okay, I got one, but what can I say other than what the fuck? What can I say other than gun crates are potential loot sources? I think I even brought it up. Like, it's something you can get some out of, but you shouldn't expect anything. Those are the random chance. There are only so many fixed spawns. And even one of the random chance in the later on can still just give a T1 weapon. Or something absolutely inane that you've gotten long ago. I do also like that this game doesn't really allow too much of just picking up random high-grade weapons. There are a few, and they are very specific. So if you know where to go, and that can be said for most games, but if you know where to go specifically, you can get a full set of, well, pretty much, you can get a full set of high grade.
What? An enemy emitter? So they managed to locate the enemy's landing site? Just a second. It's a small beach near the ruins, called Källviken.
Källviken is one of my absolute favorite places. Not easy to access, though. You'll see. Let's hope we can understand what we're up against.
Oh, I have 2 skill points. Foul on me, I guess. Now we need to... Oh! No, wait. How's throw distance related to healing? Guess we can throw stuff further. And we can heal other people. I don't know if I'll ever play the multiplayer with this character, but then again, there's not build anymore. You don't have builds. You just have eventualities. Oh, this trick doesn't work if you have this skill. Okay, so it doesn't work. I don't know, there's just something to it where...
That's a weird spot to offload a bunch of containers. There's no road leading up to it. Not even a proper path.
I guess that's how machines were deployed all over Östertön. See if you can find out anything about those containers.
Double kill! Oh, that would actually, if you had a game announcer, would it be double kill or daisy chain? That'd be cool. Ow. I only broke half of my legs. is decently shut. I'm confuzzled. Does the pistol really deal that much less damage? I mean, it is using hollow points, it should be decent against components. I think this might be a case of mitosis. If you don't know, there's a glitch, at least one that has been reported a decent amount, called the mitosis glitch, where enemies get... stuff will be soft-loaded in the background, but sometimes the spawning kinda messes up, and it will spawn enemies that are already spawned. So you'll have cases where it's just a borderline migration path of enemies somewhere. It's kind of neat, but crisscross.
Good job. We didn't want those to come alive all of a sudden.
So, is that what happened? Containers secretly dropped all over the place, chock full of machines, just waiting to be activated and kill us.
Well, I think this was a carefully thought out and executed operation. Our enemy had to be very familiar with the local terrain to choose this beach, of all places.
You're right. None of this is random. But those machines were made somewhere, and we have to find out for what purpose and who's behind this.
There's a bit more recoil to fight, but still. He needed to be up fully, so he can't do the picture. That is close. I just wanted to see if there's some minor tech with it. Bonk, bang, bonk. I think this will be a good setup for explaining blueprints. It is out here.
Serial numbers. Wait, I write them down. Huh. All the letters are common to both the Cyrillic and Latin alphabets.
It's in a rock. Okay, so we have building blocks where the sun sets. One can only hope. Unbearable lights. So yeah, we should be pretty much cleared up from here. I kinda skipped. Whatever. You'll see when you... People will see when it's done. I don't know if you'll see it. Again, I won't fault anyone for not being, at least in one sitting, able or willing to see it through. As it is just me going absolute ham. It isn't there yet. The Simla. Which apparently falls on... It's not Fastelavn. It is Fitjester. I think it was called, which means Fat Tuesday. And it's apparently like but apparently, like, it is a feast, if I'm not wrong. It's just, food. Food. Okay. The revolver isn't too strong. Yeah, okay. Fair. I guess I got it mixed up with the revolver from Metro. That revolver is just... Also like that it's a good firm grip, or an actual grip your character holds on the shotgun. It isn't the Team Fortress 2 engineer grip. That's kind of just softly held. Oh, so that actually... Oh yeah, that requires lockpicking. Oh, I've completely forgotten about those. First contact. Shortly before the evacuation of South Holman, the Vestland command bunker received a distress call from a civilian who heard unexplained gunfire in the distance, which means this may be one of the very first machine encounters in the archipelago region. The army dispatched a reconnaissance squad, which reported they managed to track an enemy emitter shortly before they lost contact. First, the objective is to go to Bertil Ludwig Recon Squad's last known position to find out where the distress call came from and retrieve the intel they obtained from the enemy.
Bertil Ludwig to Vestland. We've established position at Iboholmen Castle, but the civilian Anita Sjögren is nowhere to be found. No visual contact of what she described, but Siggins did pick up something. Contact! 3 o'clock! I repeat, we have...
Signal intelligence readout shortly before what would soon be known as the Cataclysm Day. The Bertil Ludwig recon team sent to Ibenholmen Castle apparently managed to track the emitter using an enemy signature. Its coordinates seem to indicate the nearby south shoreline of Ibenholm. More specifically, the small beach of Kolviken. I think I'm saying that right. I've completely blanked out on what she said. Of Kolviken, suggesting that the machines found at the ruins may have originally come from there. Wait. 31, 62, 30, 58. Close enough. So actually I need to go over here to make friends first and then down there. Yes, I will try to tighten up the script. The signal intelligence recovered from Bertil Ludwig reconnaissance team at Ibenholm Castle indicate that some kind of signal source at Kalviken, a small beach located south of the castle ruins, Pontus Andreas believes that this isolated shore may have been the origin point of the machines that roam the whole archipelago region. Investigating the area could provide clues about how the machine invasion took place. I need to go back. Bleh, 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 I say bleh. That's just egg on my face. That's ego on my face. Ego on my face. Woo! Bloop. And notice that too much. I didn't refuel this. I'm such a bad owner. I do believe that your character has an actual license for motorbikes. And that's specifically because, I mean, you might argue that someone can drive a car without having a license. Yes, maybe. Honestly, I wouldn't think most would be able to. And at least not efficiently. Maybe you can over time. But just jumping on and then just being confident with it right away. I'm not buying it. They might say that scooters could, but there are also gears on motorbikes. At least most of them are. Yeah, the thing is, if you need a short burst and have a lot of... if you need them right now, if you need wood right now, and have a lot of backup, yep. Okay. Are you done? Yeah, popping flares and so on might be a good idea. But seriously, just walk through the forest. These fuckers are everywhere. Oh, oh nice. Are we having a tribunal meeting here? Or, Anyway, meeting's over. Why the fuck are you in between the wheels? Fucking pervert. You're never gonna get me to censor myself on stream. You're never gonna get me to say frick. Like, seriously. You're never gonna get me to say that on my own. I mean, I will also use more technical terms. I will never say anything like on a live the game ended. I will say I will likely say terminated. That sounds harsher though. Terminated. But seriously, that is what it is, man. It does sound cold though, but it also sounds a good deal more like heavy, or at least it has the sort of punch you'd expect. I think it's Nate something. It's been a while. He did a lot of small Skyrim facts you don't know. He has the habit of saying murder to death. Which is just... mwah, beautiful. some demonetizable stuff. Yeah, you say murder to death on a regular basis. Please just say the full thing. Or maybe that's just an indicator of how bad it is. I don't know. Did they feel his face? Yeah. They came back! Being see-through perverts. They are charged with fucking mayhem and racketeering. It was animal review. I don't remember how much it, or I have no clue how much it was. But apparently some... Why are you so sturdy all of a sudden? Come back here. I have bullets for you. You may not get the shell casings or the powder, only the bullet. Where's... Oh yes, there is friend. Let me in. I guess we'll go over making friends. Home team. Intro. Oh. I missed something. Where? That's just the map and the recording. Maybe you can go somewhere else and find something, I don't know. Making friends. A notebook page describes a theory of a way to assemble a runner. Is it possible to make one into a loyal companion? The creator of the note left it near Vestland Bunker for anyone bold enough to pick up the trail. Investigate if the theory is true or it's just a rumor. 3 locations were listed with blue marker. They are like octopus tentacles, independent units responsively coordinated, but over radio. Without radio comms, they seem to default to respawn patterns recorded on a storage disk drive. Core unit, disabled military transceiver, blank disk storage drive. And we picked up, this is core unit. There's one missing. This was found in a container washed up on Kalviken Beach on Ebenholm. It looks brand new, not damaged. What were they planning to do with this? Will this function as a brain or the heart of the brain or the heart of the machine? Or maybe both. Get away! No! No! I think I actually made a reference to Charlie the Unicorn. Yeah, I did, because I needed to watch it afterwards. I just adore, I think it's in the 3rd episode. Yeah, it is. Sorry. I'm just saying it and confirming, yeah, that's right in my head. But in the 3rd episode, the 2 other unicorns, I have no idea what they're actually called. But they go, we gotta be sneaky, Charlie. Sneaky, Charlie. Sneaky. We gotta be sneaky, sneaky, Charlie. Sneaky. And their legs just go absolute tentacles. And Charlie responds, yeah, there's no way I can do that with my legs. And that floors me, no matter how many times I see it. I guess this slow playthrough won't be complete unless we... I do. I think I do. It is very, very ill-behaved, but I think I do. Ah, fuck, what was it called? Home team. I really don't get what you should... Maybe it's on the other side, or maybe it's if you go up to one of the... Go away with that. Oh, office and notebook. Abandoned office and notebook. Where the hell is that? Okay, I have lost contact with the platoon. My keycard is no longer working, but I saw the machines enter the big gate before, so they must have some passage barcode on their unit, unless someone on the inside let them in. I guess everyone is dead, but dead by now. I guess everyone is dead by now anyway. I will try to make it to the Saltholmen naval base. I'll leave this here in case I don't make it. Oh, right. There was someone originally who said that originally it was, originally there were no NPCs. And you were kind of just alone everywhere, which I don't see as the best personally. Because yeah, it feels like right now they don't do a ton. I don't think the intention was to leave them as I don't think the intention was to leave them to do nothing. I think if they had more time, they would have done more with them. I mean, islands, especially massive-ass island that actually had a network of roads. I think it still does. So does this one. I think this one always had those. I don't. Maybe it didn't have the buildings, but definitely had the road network. So, I think there was more planned, but it was, again, as I've said a lot of times, money/time ran out, and they had to finish it. I mean, it is actually pretty nice that they managed to finish it, instead of just saying, I can't do anymore. Even if it had to be a conservative estimate. They just go, yeah, let's just finish it now to make sure that we can actually finish it and do something else. Rather than fall on the sword and go bankrupt. and then just leave an unfinished product. There might be a far between those points, or they might be rubbing shoulders. I could not tell you. I think we can do another castle. Wait, another castle, yeah, another castle and calling for help. I suppose a decent amount of this has just been me fucking around. But also just the trek from here to here gives me a decent amount to just flap about in the script so I can fill out stuff. I actually try to incorporate them in between what I can say and what can be said, so I have a constant flow of something happening rather than me just babbling and standing there looking idly out into the air. Oh yeah, this is where lockpicking is really fucking good. I should grab it, because then crisscross can be even stronger. Yeah, this will also be a magnificent point to come across, because these are very noteworthy for being the first time that you see down Phoenix class. And you don't even know what classes are. Personnel only, I think. Oh, should I get an MP5?
Sheltering the evacuees in the base's underground hangars as per orders. That fax, I don't get it. Why did the army bring the civilians to Saltholmen? It goes against protocol.
But it sounds like they were really brought there, right? All this time. We've been desperate to find out why everybody vanished. If they're even alive.
I think that maybe we will really find your grandma and grandpa, your friends and everyone else in there. Whatever happened, we're really close now.
Oh, weeklies. Great. Oh, I closed it. Oh yeah, there's Right. At least I hope so. This might be a bit longer, but I also feel like this has been more traveling. Or just me fucking around. Which is also something that will happen a lot. Wait. fuck? Whatever. I do like that this is one of the RPGs where you're technically not encouraged to be on the road. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. F. Hello. Oh. Weapon we already have. Wonderful. Well, we found it. We weren't given it. This game rewards exploration, but isn't big on just giving it. It isn't big on just handing out great weapons. Yeah, a lot of stuff died around here. How aggressively do you have to swerve to manage that, and why were you in there? Now that seems the fucking day I played this game the first time, or at least the time I saw that the first time.
You're on your way to the Saltholmen base? Good. Remember, our objective is to investigate the massive signal jamming and get the radios working again.
Also something that confuses me, I might have to clear it with Shibu, but it could also have changed. For fuck's sake, I looked up, just to make sure that it didn't say anything that was complete dribble, because I remember the thing about not being allowed to use, I remember the laws about not being allowed to use phones while driving was implemented while I was something that was implemented in my childhood. That was an amazing own goal I pulled there. Never followed? You're as confused as I am, aren't you? You need to stop that right about now. For the love of all. Come here! Dipshit. I don't know if that's the default, actually, but to have that many components. Is it dancing? I've been creeping around right now. You just can't see me.
Machines patrolling the base. Makes sense. They must be stationed as guards.
Then it means we came to the right place.
Machines patrolling the base. I just pulled the fucking rear assault and pulled them all the way before I could get the messages. Oh. Wait, what? I have the gun. Hello? I think it's just cards. Long shots.
Good riddance. First, let's find a heavy-duty radio system and make sure it's functional. We need to rule out any hardware malfunction.
Ow. Okay, do that again. I dare you. Blah. Even during this time, I'm just gaining first aid kits. No lose, just gain. Them gains.
Alright. This sounds like, electromagnetic interference coming from the signal emitter. I bet it's caused by a device placed on the radio mast itself.
Not sure if it's a device. Unless you argue that we fight devices. Bang. Pow. Poo. Fuck off. I'm having fun, can't you just leave me alone? Finally. I think it's in the base where they're just noticing me. No, I don't have a skill up. This would be incredibly loud given the fact that it would have reverb. I think, at least. Isn't firing off a gun in, like, an enclosed space a really bad idea if you don't... Well, even if you have the ear protection. Ear protection. Is it bad? Is it bad? Hello, little boy.
So that's what the enemy deployed to prevent us from coordinating our defense. Try the radio now. Hopefully the tower's working again.
Всем гражданам Швеции в регионе Эстертаун. Это советский крейсер «Дружный». Товарищ лейтенант Кузнецов. Если вы слышите это, пожалуйста, ответьте. Наша частота...
Damn, the signal's gone again. I didn't understand everything he said, but it was Russian. The Soviets are trying to get in touch with us.
Another signal emitter must have taken over the jamming. Pontus, how can we find where the next radio mast is?
I'm sure you can find a map in the Saltholmen base. We gotta find it and remove those ticks. It's our best chance to let anyone know we're alive.
So how much was missing for that one? Calling for help. It was...
Lieutenant Dilemma, this is Veslan again. I have to use the phone since radio communication is down. Likely sabotaged by hostile agents in preparation for the main assault. The phone lines could be the next target, so I need to know the status of the tower at Saltholmen Naval Base. Can you confirm that the tower...
According to the Warbot Vestland Command desperately tried to get in touch with a nearby military base during the first couple of days of the Cataclysm. I do like that they use Cataclysm rather than Apocalypse. Or War or whatever. It's nice. It is indicated to contain a radio mast, and as such it was a key strategic location to defend. Find out where this military base is located, then try to use its radio mast to contact the outside world, or make a distress call. Okay.
This is it. The Saltholmen bunker. According to that fax you found, this is where the population of the archipelago was brought to on day 1.
Yeah, and it's going against commands or protocols. That's why he's confused about it. Which, I think, I mean, if you read a bit into it, this is the dream of fleets. Over and out. Wait. I'll just get that started. Or set up. We'll get that, then we'll take another castle.
Good. So the nearest radio mast is in the west part of Norra Saltholmen. Then it must be close to Grantorp, I think. We gotta get in touch with those Soviets again.
I'm not so sure. Don't you think it's possible the Soviets are behind all of this? Who else could it be? Maybe they're tracking down the last survivors.
We don't know that for sure, Pontus. What if they wanted to help us? Anyway, I don't think we have any other choice right now.
Radio. Yeah, he listens to the radio for the music or the hosts. And now you know why I don't listen to the radio. I need to share this, just because I'm never gonna get over it. During this week I heard radio hosts on the radio that was just playing at work. Apparently the talk was, which snacks do you like, even though they're children's snacks? And then just, what kind of arbitrary and fucking pointless distinction is that to make? And who the hell makes it? And then later, radio hosts, or actually they had a discussion about it, because of course they did. And it was brought in that someone liked cheese puffs. I mean, I like cheese puffs too. They're good. But they were like, no, you need to face it. That is a kid's that is a Catch Crisps, and you're in I assume you have an education, presumably a decently high one, or something. Are you just a loser on a blabber box? Regardless, I'm just that they said that and had that discussion in complete seriousness is something I cannot adequately elaborate how much that annoys me. Because it's not that they have it. That's fine. People have asinine arguments all the time. For fuck's sake, one of the most popular arguments to have overall. And we get a decent upgrade. One of the most popular arguments to have overall is if pineapple is allowed on pizza, and it's... What do you care what other people put on their fucking pizza? Okay, that was ironic. It is literally a pizza you could not have known existed 3 seconds ago.
The lights are out. Well, let's not lose focus. We know all the doors inside are equipped with an electronic lock system. So first of all, you should turn the power back on.
Damn, we're having a fuckload of these. They're all still hunters. Became the cataclysm. I mean, I have to give it to the writer. I think there is only one writer. Maybe it's the lead writer. But yeah, I have to give it to him. Or to them. Yeah, it's not allowed to jump, I think, with this no clearing. It's kind of useless. Yeah, that's also just a thing I hate. I think I got a side conversation up about it on a server. And yeah, I say that I don't like the music, nor do I like the radio hosts, and it's no matter which radio station it is, because it's usually just the specific type of person who becomes radio host that I don't want to listen to. Because either if they have a discussion about something that's actually relevant, wow, it really wants to feed me these. No, thank you. Katie is in a good spot. I forgot that it's Katie, but Katie is in a good spot. She is fine. Oh yeah. Well, now we have this basic one. I think when I get T5, this is the baseline. I'm pretty sure this was what Pontus had. Then he put it on. Maybe he put it on the table, and I just
one thing at a time. Now you can investigate the bunker. Let's try to find those evacuees.
Over and out.
I don't expect they'll still be in there. If only we could find any clues about where they were taken.
But maybe it is just me generalizing on the few times I've heard it over the fucking endless trying to not listen to it because I don't care. But when there is an argument about something like a fact or something, especially if there's several of them, one will be on the side of, yeah, that's the case, one will be on the side of, that's not the case, and then they'll have a bit of a feud, then they'll get in an expert.
This is Sergeant Johan Anderson at the Minken Command Center. I have seen the orders to evacuate to Saltholmen Naval Base and to Fiskebäck over here. This is not in any known protocol. Have you received verbal orders from command, over? Evacuation protocols are to evacuate to the mainland directly, and we have lost contact with command at this point. There was a contact. I was informed that something was about to happen several days ago, and now this attack, and these evacuation orders. I need to know what the hell is going on. Respond, over.
Clearly, several soldiers were having doubts about the weird orders they got. The army. Does this mean our army is involved in this, Pontus?
I don't know anything about any of this, I promise. To me, it feels like the enemy knew everything about us. Our protocols, our communication channels, and they attacked from within.
It's smelling like surströmming in here. Is it generally a liked thing by Swedes? I don't know, I just know that Danes like the pastry, and Danes like the pastries. And I have the weirdest craving for something.
An accident involving what? Some coma-inducing gas? Wow, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Dr. Skull. Dr. Skull's accident report, an envelope opened. Knock, you asshole. Another castle. I think I have to get all of them. The envelope contains an unfinished report addressing the commander of Saltholmen. That E came in there. I am, whatever. Saltholmen base by the head doctor, Dr. Skjold. I'm gonna say Skjold. During the routine maintenance operation in the storage hangar, the valve on the tanks was apparently defective and broke. It contained its contents leaked into the room and all three men present in the room collapsed instantly. 24 hours later, they still haven't regained consciousness. My preliminary observation suggests that the gas is toxic, albeit non-lethal. It seems to quickly induce a deep comatose state that we haven't been able to reverse at this stage. The vitals are strong, the brain activity is unaffected, but evidently any exposure to the substance is extremely dangerous. In our current times, confidentiality is more than ever of the essence. However, I hope the objective and origin of this shipment is not of concern, but the implication, regardless, is troubling to say the least. I would be grateful for Dr. Skjold, medical doctor and surgeon, Saltholmen base. Well. Oh boy. Or, I like that it says buy. Oh yeah, here you can also grab ammo, which might just affect the multiplier if the multiplier isn't just broken. Even then, they give small from crates, and crates are kind of where you get most ammo, so... Oh yeah, radio hosts. But when it is a question of what is factually correct, they will just get into this almost verbal slap fight, and when one of them is proven right and the other one is proven wrong, the one who's wrong will always get like childishly indignant about it, almost going, "Oh, we need a second opinion on that," even if it was from an expert with 30 years in the field or whatever about how to say hamster correctly. And whomever isn't, and the one who was right will go almost make a happy dance over it and rub it in the other's face. I have never turned on the radio a day in my life. I mean, the radio in my car could be completely broken and I wouldn't know. You're not needing it.
Sleeping gas? Why would the army bring that to a bunker full of people? Is that why everyone's vanished?
The label on the gas tanks in the Saltholmen base bunker states IASG-90 toxic gas, leaving little doubts about its contents. Great. At least sturdy. I just... Yep. Hold up well. I do honestly like it when it's slower because it feels... I mean... It is nice to have the reload speed for combat, but just... It feels more deliberate. Well, I guess the, bollocks. Science is that we need to boom boom.
The gas canisters were delivered on the 10th. That's when everything went to shit. Shipment ID FNIX. What the heck does that mean, Pontus?
No idea, sorry. Maybe an operation codename. It has something to do with all of this, that's for sure.
So all the people were really in that bunker, but our own army sneaked in sleeping gas canisters and made everyone go into a coma. I can't believe this.
I'm so sorry, Therese. I really don't know what part the army played in all of this.
This document is a shipment manifest apparently related to the contents of the gas canisters. Yeah, this should be date. Yeah, it is November. Date 10th of November 1989. Contents 40 pressurized canisters. Recipient Saltholmen base. They have moved it to E. There, I need to check. Saltholmen base. Origin of shipment unspecified. Shipment ID Phoenix. I will never say Phoenix. On the back, there's a handwritten note. Temporary storage for onward transportation. Hazardous materials. Handled with extreme caution. Saltholmen. Oh, Saltholmen. Saltholmen. Okay. I have a regardless rifle. I do like that the EXP version, or experimental version of this, actually has recoil. Because it would have. I have to go back. Not because of anything related to this. clicking. Not because of anything related to over encumbrance, but I am at the time limit actually 2:21. So, and we'll see. Maybe I'll be smarter and I'll definitely keep it more concise than I had it in the video. I just need to go in and offload. That is 6 weight. Oh, 8 weight. You're dead too. That was actually a very pristine scope for the grade it was, I think. I haven't found an assault rifle's suppressor. Oh wait, it was T2. I haven't found an assault rifle suppressor. I think it might be reduced in this region, maybe not. Yes, I am still keeping all of this here. Oh, sound is starting to break down. That's wonderful. About that, I'm just gonna hazard a guess that I won't need more than like 50. If I will, I'm scared. Alright, that was 33. Now I can actually use this. If I die more than 2 times in a fight, I'll just give up. That was weird to say. Well, that's gonna be it for this time. Thank you all for watching. It's been pretty fun. Until next time, stay safe. Over and out.